In the sea, Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Solana's telling me my camera's not on, but I'm looking at myself on the camera. Okay. And you have me up on the camera.
Yeah, no, I have a black box where your face is supposed to be.
Would you like to look at it on my feed?
I believe
so you can get your bearings.
I believe you. I trust Jimmy as well, who I asked. He said he sees you as well, so it could just be a little error on my part or on my side. No problem.
All right. Well, I just want you to know that I am there, and now you have disappeared.
I'm just refreshing my side.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Well, we will get things underway in earnest here once we correct a couple of technical issues. Crowder's going to be here momentarily. He's running just a few minutes late, but who cares? There's basketball going on. I mean, I can't look anywhere in the studio without seeing a basketball game. What do they call these? A basketball match?
Yeah, basketball match.
So I got these basketball matches going on all over the place, all over the TV. Now, I have been told that the 1 seeds in this tournament are Florida, Michigan, Arizona, and Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that?
We've talked about it on this show a couple times. I read it on Monday and on Tuesday regarding the 1 seeds on this show, the one you're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are familiar with that?
I am. I'm very familiar with the bracket.
All right.
Did
you fill out any brackets?
I filled out 2. One on CBS and one on ESPN.
I didn't do any.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah. Jimmy told me USF is playing right now. Do we have that up on one of these monitors?
No, but I'll put it up.
Yeah, let's watch that one. Appel, obviously, big USF guy.
Well, hold on, Jimmy. Change Nebraska-Troy because Nebraska has a double-digit lead.
Spoiler alert.
Ohio State, TCU. It's not really how that goes here, Hoch. It's a live sporting event.
It's not that. I mean, it's a 12-point lead with like 9 minutes.
Right, but Ohio State, TCU, there's 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And that was the first game today.
That's the old 8-9.
Yeah, the old 8-9.
That's the extent of my my March Madness talk. Wow, USF's getting their asses kicked by Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Early,
that's ACC play right there, baby.
Early, though. Very early. So we do have basketball going on. March Madness, everybody loves this time of year. And you got the Canes playing tomorrow night late. I'm annoyed by it, but it is what it is. We'll all watch it. You can listen to it as well. It'll be on this radio station. Joe Zagaki's there in St. Louis. Tonight, it's Heat and Lakers. I have to tell you, the LeBron magic still works for me. I'm not excited to watch Luka tonight while I enjoy watching him play. The draw for me is still LeBron. You know what I mean? When I say I'm not excited, like when he was on Dallas, I didn't go out of my way to watch Dallas games. I didn't get a tingle in my toes when Dallas was playing. LeBron's here. Now, I don't know if he's going to play or not. What's the status on him? Because they had a late one last night. They didn't get into Miami till like 5 this morning.
Yeah, 4:30, 5 a.m. is when they got to their hotel. Second out of a back-to-back. He balled yesterday. They've won 7 straight, and he took a hard fall. Well, it looked like a hard fall, and he reacted like it was a hard fall.
Which is what he does.
I don't know if it was really a hard fall. He still was at the winner's circle for the post-game interview on ESPN after, made sure to talk about the hard fall as well. I don't know if he's going to play. I think you'd feel differently if you watch Luka in the fourth quarter yesterday about a tingle in your toes, because I get a tingle in my toes watching Luka Doncic.
I'm not telling you he's not great. I'm just telling you when the Lakers come to town, for me, it's still LeBron. It's not like, oh, Luka's here. It's, hey, LeBron is here.
Especially in Miami. The Heat and Heat fans, I think, appreciate LeBron. We all have great memories of the Big Three era. And it's over, right? Like, there's no more team petty, all that stuff, whatever. It's too far removed. But love beating LeBron James anytime he's in this building.
Now, theoretically, this could be his last game here.
Yeah, it could be. I don't think it will be, but it could be.
Could be. What's the line tonight? Do you know?
No, because there's no Lakers.
No clarity on the Lakers
injury report. I think it comes out at 3.
What do you think the early line would be? I guarantee you there's going to be a line on the Hard Rock app. Go ahead. Take a guess.
Lakers -3.5.
Let's see. Heat -6. So you were only 9.5 points off.
So they're expecting everybody to be out.
Well, they've got an over-under for Luka, and they've got an over-under for LeBron. They are just figuring in second night of a back-to-back, and the team is tired.
Oh, here we go. The Lakers injury report, 2:00, just released. Luka Doncic, questionable. LeBron James, questionable. Austin Reeves, questionable.
I'm putting in a Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, three-way parlay, all the overs.
Well, what about the Heat?
So who's playing tonight? Norman Powell's playing?
Norm should be
Bam.
playing. Tyler should be playing. Bam's probable. Oh, Bam has been upgraded to available.
All right. So you have some question marks on the Lakers, and we know pretty much everyone's playing for the Heat. So Heat right now are -6. That could change. Because if you find out, I'm almost thinking if LeBron and Luka are announced as probable, the line goes down. I don't think you're going to, man, if I'm betting the Lakers, I'm taking it at +6 right now because I don't think it goes up much higher.
I can't believe the Heat are 6-point favorites. Bro, the Lakers are the 3 seed. They killed the Rockets last night. Jaime's out for Miami. Like, I don't get that at all.
Well, that's the line.
I'm not a betting man, and I don't bet against.
You kind of are.
Well, not against the Heat.
No, I didn't say that.
I don't bet against the Heat. If I was betting tonight's game, I would jump on that right now.
For the Lakers.
Lakers +6.
Seems, but that's one of those weird sucker bets where all of a sudden the Heat just run them off the court and you go, well, yeah, that makes sense. They had a hard game last night. They didn't get in until 5 a.m., and they're playing a team in the East. Well, maybe I'm going to lay the 6.
What the hell are the NBA schedule makers doing, by the way? The one game a year, the Lakers and LeBron come to Miami.
Yeah, let's make it the second night of a back-to-back.
Against Houston.
Yeah.
What the hell are they doing over there?
Which is why they did the 8 o'clock start tonight, by the way. They gave them an extra half hour. That, honestly, I read that today. The reason the game starts tonight at 8 was in deference to the Lakers, who had a game the night before in Houston. They gave them an extra half hour.
Because the game started at 9 o'clock.
I know.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I know it was 8 o'clock Houston, but 9 o'clock on the East Coast, nationally televised, so you know it goes longer. What a joke. Seriously, what a joke the NBA is.
I mean, this Adam Silver.
Crazy.
What are we doing? Oh, that guy about 80 years old. Anyway, we have a loaded potato for you today. Finesse Mitchell, our friend Finesse Mitchell. If you don't know his story, he was a walk-on at University of Miami, played for the national championship team, and then became a cast member on Saturday Night Live. There's more to it than that, but Finesse Mitchell is a very funny dude. He's been out with us a number of times, huge Canes fan, but he's coming to perform next month at the Improv in Miami. But we always love chopping it up with Finesse Mitchell, so he will join us today. Obviously, we're going to keep our eyes on all these games going on. USF certainly has my attention, being that I know some people who went to USF and currently go to USF, some friends of my son. Let's start with headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. You can visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Did Appel go to Buffalo, which is where this game is being played?
Do not believe so. He's a new dad. I think the old Josh Appel would have gone to Buffalo. The new Josh Appel is taking care of his son.
I want to crush him, but my instincts tell me I'm not a dad yet. Not fair to crush a new dad because I haven't walked those shoes yet.
Yeah. You wouldn't walk those shoes. You'd walk in those shoes. It would be ridiculous to walk those shoes.
Right.
But yeah, when you get there, you'll understand. And his wife has just gone back to work. You know, you only get 3 months in this 3 months, or was it 6 weeks? 3 months? How long do you get for maternity leave, Jimmy?
No idea. I wouldn't know.
You haven't walked those shoes, Jimmy?
I only did that to entertain myself. How much maternity leave do you get in this country, Jimmy?
It's Louisville, the 6th seed. They're up 30-20 right now. Wisconsin, who I have going deep in both of my brackets, 25-18. They're the 5 seed.
Who's your favorite player on Wisconsin?
High Point. Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah. Hence why I didn't fill out a bracket. Although it doesn't stop me when I'm gambling.
Right.
Like I don't know any of the players when I gamble.
Right, but like, and even the players you do know,
Yeah.
Matas Buzelis,
Yeah.
you grew some like weird infatuation with guys that you have no reason to actually
I
like,
know.
and then now you literally just put all your money on them.
Yeah, that's the best.
Nebraska.
Boozy and Josh Giddey had terrible games last night. Josh Giddey was 1 of 8 from 3. Josh Giddey put up a 0-double. Remember, he was plus 200 for a triple-double. He's the triple-double king in Chicago. Put up a 0-double.
That's crazy.
And I had sent a text to Solana and Coach Larinaga, and I said, Giddey, 9 points total, 1 of 8 from 3. And Coach Larinaga wrote a -24 and a -30 for Hawks All-Stars. Yeah, Giddey and Boozy, rough nights last night for the Bulls. They got blowed out by Toronto.
I responded with a message. Mamu Kelashvili is greater than Buzelis. And I don't know if you thought I was just making up a random dude or that's a legit guy. Sandru Mamu Kelashvili. They call him Mamu.
Yeah.
And he had 17 points last night.
How about that?
Better than Giddey, better than Buzelis. Your Bulls play tonight, by the way. They're in Cleveland.
Oh, second night of a back-to-back, and they're traveling?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, no, they're at home against the Cavaliers.
All right, much better, much better.
The Heat and Lakers will be at 8 p.m. I did mention no Jaime Jaquez Jr. in this game. He is out. Bam is available.
What do you think the line is on that Bulls-Cavs game?
Cavs minus 13.5.
Right, that seems like that would be fair. -11.
All right. You see Max Strus?
What did you see the way Max Strus looks?
Mm-hmm. Very disheveled.
Man, Cleveland's rough on you. What was the final score of that Brooklyn game last night? They were losing to OKC, I think 64-24 at half. Brooklyn had scored 24 points at halftime.
121-92.
Oh, all right. So they made a game out of it.
They scored 24 points. They scored 11 in the first quarter, 13 in the second.
Yeah. At 24 points at halftime.
A game out of it. They lost by 29.
Tell you what, that's a gritty Brooklyn team right there.
Way to fight back, Brooklyn. That's BK, man. They're scrappy.
It's just amazing how many teams are in tank mode, unapologetically tank mode.
Here are their starters' numbers yesterday. Noah Clowney, 3 points. Danny Wolf, 6 points. Nick Claxton, 4 points. Drake Powell, 3 points. And then Nolan Traore, who played 27 minutes, 13 points. That could have very well been the Wisconsin starting lineup that I just read.
That's crazy. 4 of their 5 starters had under 5 points.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
And then people get mad at the Heat for not tanking. Like, you don't trot out. I understand the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I understand why there's benefits to it. I'm not even opposed to what the Nets are doing, the Pacers are doing. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying you don't have to watch that for 3 months out of the year.
Right.
At the very least, you're fielding a competitive team who's trying to win.
Yeah. Well, listen, as long as Pat Riley is in charge, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
You will never get. He gave it to you once. He gave you the 15-win Ricky Davis season.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He doesn't have that left in him. So if that's what you're hoping for, you ain't getting it.
Blake Ahern and Stefan Lasme, the last 2 months of the year.
What do you think Blake Ahern is doing today? Will I be able to find out on Google is the question.
High school women's basketball coach.
Blake Ahern.
That's got high school women's basketball coach written all over him.
Let's see. He is indeed.
Well,
no, it says former professional basketball coach. Former professional basketball player, was an assistant with the Grizzlies. What's he doing now? Does it say? Is he still a Grizzlies assistant? No, it looks like that ended in 2024.
he was a coach at Clayton High School in Missouri.
Look at that. Blake Ahern. Not a bad post-NBA career for old Ahern.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be selling insurance.
How about this? Former Springfield Daily Citizen, former MSU sharpshooter Blake Ahern is feeling the itch to coach again. This is written in 2025. November, only a couple months ago.
Well, I hope he finds what he's looking for.
Me too.
The Vikings have signed Carson Wentz, and the big bummer, Cade Cunningham is
Where'd that come from?
crazy, man. He has a collapsed lung, and he's going to miss, like, I don't
That's
know,
such a
3
bummer
weeks?
for Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, such a bummer. Did you see who the Dolphins signed?
When?
Today.
No.
Friend of the program.
Arande?
They signed Tabor Pepper.
The Dolphins signed Tabor Pepper?
Yeah,
He's back.
he's back.
Wow.
Do you remember him being a friend of the program?
He came on the show.
He came on the show.
I think he came in studio,
He
didn't he?
did. Tabor Pepper is a long snapper. They announced today that they signed him. Is he going to play, or is this like to retire?
We're giving out 10 days to Tabor Pepper.
It would seem ridiculous.
I don't think so.
But Tabor Pepper, I think he went from here to San Francisco. I think he'd been there for a while. And he visited the studio once. The Dolphins do for their players, they have like these academies where you can learn business, you can learn broadcasting. And he signed up for the broadcasting academy. And Tabor and 2 other players, I forget who, if I go back and search on Twitter, unfortunately you can't search on Twitter anymore because Elon ruined it. But if you go back and search, there were 3 guys from the Dolphins. They were players at that time. They were players, current players. And they all came in and they watched us do a radio show. I think Crowder had spoken to them during like the business summit or something. And then they all came in and they were on the show briefly. And I have Tabor Pepper's cell phone.
Do you?
Because he had a legit interest in broadcasting. And he's like, hey, let's stay in touch. And I got the digits.
Well, let's bring Tabor Pepper back on the show.
Right? Like, let's make friends with the long snapper.
The big dude, man. He was like 6'5", Tabor Pepper.
Skinny, if I remember, though.
Hey, a long snapper.
Yeah. But anyway, he's back.
That's big.
Big signing by
Yeah.
Sully, in my opinion.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
go. Everybody's debating about Devon Achane, whether or not, and I mean, it was pretty straightforward yesterday, I thought, which was, yeah, they're not trading him for right now, which is fine. Try to get the negotiations going.
The Schefter tweet was, they have said no to any team that has inquired. But that doesn't mean that they're not listening. It's not like we have said no because Devon Achane is not available or he's untouchable. It was just they have said no, which means they haven't gotten the offer that has piqued their interest.
But he also said at his press conference, the first time he spoke publicly, that he wants to build around Devon Achane.
Yeah.
And I think if this is a maneuver by Sully to try to drive up some of the asking prices or offers from other teams, that's fine. I'm not upset at that. I just don't think there's a chance in hell a team is sending the Dolphins 3 first-round picks, 2 first-round picks for Devon Achane when then they have to go and give him $80 million guaranteed.
Agreed.
I just don't think there's a chance in hell. So maybe the Dolphins really aren't interested in trading Devon Achane.
Unless someone wants to break the bank for him.
I'm just not so certain because I know I told you yesterday I don't believe that for a second. But now that I've thought about it a little bit, I'm just not 100% certain that the Dolphins are interested in trading Devon Achane. Maybe they really don't want to.
Well, I think they probably know the market realities.
Yeah.
So, no, they don't want to if it's going to net them a 3rd-round pick. What's the point? Net them a 1st-round pick. Maybe they would bite their tongue and do it.
TCU just hit a 3 with under a minute to go up by 3. Ohio State responds with a 3 themselves on the next possession. It's 64-all, 28 seconds left in the first game of the tournament.
Spoiler alert.
You're gonna do that the whole game?
Well, I don't know.
No, this is what you do, Hoch. You read the scores out loud. I don't know
You sure?
Is this your first March Madness?
I don't know. Is this how it works?
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
I have a bracket right here. You want to fill it out?
Nah, I'm good.
Your weather. Oh, the Florida Panthers play the Oilers. I don't want to give that
High
short
Point
shrift.
going all the way.
High Point?
Yeah.
Where's High Point?
I don't know.
The Florida Panthers play the Stanley Cup Final rematch. They play the Oilers. I don't want to give that short shrift. I know the Panthers aren't exactly trending in the right direction, but it's still a Stanley Cup Final rematch.
All right. And Inter Miami, they lost last night?
Yeah, they were eliminated. Messi scores his 900th career goal, which was really cool. It was a golazo. And then
I happened to be watching. That's the only part that I watched last night. It was on FS1.
You watched last night?
It was on FS1. I'm just clicking around going, oh, what am I going to watch? I think it was 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, what am I going to watch? FS1, Inter Miami. I don't have Apple TV. So I was like, oh, let me see what's going on with them.
Right.
Messi scores a goal. I go, well, I've seen enough.
Yeah, well, Nashville spoiled the party because they tied 0-0 in Nashville.
It was pouring last night.
Pouring. They tied 0-0, and there's an away goals advantage. So the team, if you're tied at the end in total goals, the team with the most away goals ends up moving on. They tied 1-1 yesterday, a late goal from Nashville. They had more away goals. They move on. So
spoiler alert.
Very I don't think that's how it works with sports, Hoch. I don't know how else to be clear about this.
Well, in case you hadn't seen the game.
Your weather right now in South Florida, it is 75 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the 60s.
All right. Finesse Mitchell is scheduled to join us in the next segment. Championship Meet Energy is nonstop at Gulfstream Park with live racing every Thursday through Sunday and featured stakes races on Saturdays. Tickets for the 75th running of the Curlin Florida Derby are on sale and moving fast. Secure your spot today for South Florida's biggest race day of the year. That is Saturday, March 28th. We're going to do the show out there at Gulfstream on Friday, March 27th. Friday, March 27th. And then you've got the Florida Derby on Saturday, March 28th. Also Saturday, March 28th, 6 p.m., Gulfstream Casino will be giving away a new Ford Maverick and a share of $20,000 in free play. Earn entries for the new Ford truck all March long, including 5 times entries on Mondays. And one other reminder, Cirque du Soleil Lucia is currently playing at Gulfstream Park. You can go see it under the big top. It runs through April 25th. Get all the info, get your tickets, see all the daily race entries. Do it all at GulfstreamPark.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
What about FD Florida and FD Sun?
How about FU?
W
I see Finesse Mitchell on the video stream. I do not see Shannon Crowder on the video stream. We're missing one, and he's throwing up the U, and you know that I'm going to throw up the U. Solana, I don't think will throw up the U. Do you know that the Hurricanes baseball team beat FIU last night?
I do know that happened.
That's
Yeah,
right.
At
How about
FIU.
that? Anyway,
At FIU.
Finesse Mitchell is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. We'll keep our eye open for Crowder to reconnect here. Finesse Mitchell, friend of the program. He is an incredibly funny dude. He was on SNL for 3 seasons, but also a national champion with the Miami Hurricanes football team. It's a great story. I don't want to relitigate it every time that he comes on with us. So go search Finesse Mitchell and you'll see the story. But you were a member of what year's national champion team?
We won the championship in 1991. 1991, Mr. Gino Peretta.
By the way, he is going to be performing at the Miami Improv on April 26th. And I suggest you don't want to miss a Finesse Mitchell show in Miami, of all places. And you can get your tickets right now at miamiimprov.com, or you can go to finessemitchell.tv. Finessemitchell.tv. Where are you right now? I see that you're performing tonight.
I'm in Uncasville, Connecticut.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know what that meant.
The Mohegan Sun Casino.
Oh, that's where the Mohegan Sun is?
Yes, one of the largest casinos in America.
Yes, I'm a gambler. I've always wanted to go to Mohegan Sun. Always.
It's a beautiful, beautiful building. And, it's always packed. And I will be the entertainment this weekend.
Because you're doing a bunch of shows I saw on your website. Yeah?
Yeah, man. I'll be here till Saturday night. So if you're in the Uncasville area, Connecticut area, New England area, what is that? Providence, Hartford, all that stuff that a lot of Black people don't. We got to go in groups, But beautiful, beautiful area of the country, and it's not too cold. So we up here spreading the jokes today.
Wow. Again, Finesse is going to be in Miami though at the Miami Improv on.
Oh
April
man, I can't wait for that. I mean, all the Miami Hurricane alumni. Oh my goodness.
Are you a March Madness guy? Because you've got the Canes play tomorrow night. It's a 10 p.m. start Eastern time. You're probably going to be on stage when they're playing tomorrow night.
I will have my a cell phone on YouTube TV, and I will be checking it out as I perform.
But do you watch Hurricanes basketball, or are you really strictly reserved for football?
Do I, man? Come on, man. Ja Lucas and the boys, what a phenomenal job he has done. And we didn't even think we'd have 5 players, let alone 5 starting players and 2 ACC first-team All-Americans.
You're not lying. Like, his first season is as spectacular as anyone envisioned. It has outperformed every expectation. Now, again, they play tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Hopefully they can advance. It's kind of a weird game because they play Mizzou. The game is in St. Louis. It's kind of a home game. And Hurricanes
evenly matched.
Should have been treated better, I think. The Hurricanes should have been treated better, in my opinion. Yeah. In my humble opinion.
We could have played. They could have gave us Barry University first or somebody like that.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, did you go, if I remember correctly, last time you were on with us, did you go to the national championship game?
Yes, I was there, bro.
So close.
I was there, If on that last play, I was just having flashbacks to Ole Miss. I said, we're going to score on these boys and we're going to take the natty and we about to storm the field because they can't stop everybody from getting on that field. And man, that decision, that last throw, man, you had some underneath routes that were open, but we were that close. I felt like that was a game changer, and the block punt was a game changer. Don't want to go back over my depression. I had, I went to a couple of therapy sessions over it. I'm not trying to re-trigger myself, Hoch. It's so close, but we look better next time. We look better.
Because now I'm a little triggered just bringing it up again. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I remember speaking with you last time and saying that you were going. And my greater point was it's been a really good run for athletics. All of a sudden, we're back in the March Madness tournament. We played in a national championship game. baseball team started out well this season. They've kind of had a little detour to their great season, but they did beat FIU last night. So there's been some excitement for the athletic department.
Right. That baseball team is weird, man. We'll go on a 10-game winning streak, and then we'll lose to, Ralph's grocery store. It's the weirdest thing, bro. They'll beat Duke, then they'll come home and lose to Pollo Tropical. It's the craziest thing, bro. I don't understand the baseball team.
Hey, Finesse, who do you talk Canes with? Because I remember last time you were on before the Natty, I was asking you like who you talk football with on SNL, or just like because you surprised me, like you know ball, you really know ball. So
how could that surprise you? He played on the national championship team.
It's not that it surprised me that he knew ball. It surprised me that he wanted to like continue to talk ball and wanted to get deep into the weeds when talking about the game and previewing the game. A lot of athletes turned entertainers, just kind of
all of a sudden they don't
that.
Follow it anymore.
But like clearly you keep up with the Canes football team, we know that. But like everything about Hurricanes basketball, just athletics. I just wonder like who are you talking Canes with?
First of all, if I'm still sending my money to that university because there's a student loan in dispute, I'm going to watch everything I can possibly watch and still rep the logo to the fullest. I definitely talk Canes football with Michael Yo. He's another comedian. He used to be on the radio in that area.
He was a Y100 guy.
Yeah. And so he has comics on Canes on the YouTube. It's a brand new channel. We already at like 3,500 subscribers, but we consistently talk Canes, and he has everybody who's in that Cane, aura, that family, bro, that's going hard in the paint with social media and podcast and just talking, making content all about the Canes. It's a very tight circle, and everybody just rotates on everybody's platform. So
I didn't know if you had a group chat where like it was former or like grads turn entertainers, like you, The Rock. Like I don't know if there was like a group chat.
All former athlete, now entertainer.
If The Rock calls me, the last thing I'm bringing up is the University of Miami.
Who are the greatest athlete turned entertainers from the University of Miami? The Rock obviously is number one. Do we give Sylvester Stallone number two? Because I think he went there for like a half a semester.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure his major was musicology. I don't think he was an athlete at the University of Miami.
Right. Okay.
He got those muscles late in life.
Right. You're right. Okay. So athletes turned entertainers. Is it just you and The Rock?
Yep. Rowan Marley. I see him on stage every now and then.
Yeah.
And he's enjoying his best life in his 50s. But outside of that, I've heard of a couple of athletes in the studio producing something, but outside of that, it's just more talent coming from the non-athletic.
Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin was in the remake of what was the movie? It was the old Burt Reynolds movie.
I was supposed to be in that movie. Were you? I was supposed to be Nelly. I was supposed to be the running back.
Stop it. What? You were supposed to have Nelly's role?
I can't believe we never discussed this story. I was supposed to be the running back, and Adam Sandler wanted me to be the transvestite cheerleader in the jail.
And you said no.
I turned him down.
Yeah.
Because I said, Adam, I'm on Saturday Night Live every weekend doing Starkeisha, and she's in drag.
Right.
So if I go straight to a movie with the big boys, Burt Reynolds, Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, and I'm the one with makeup on, my career, that's going to be my whole career. Change my name to Fantasia, because nobody gonna call me Finesse.
Crowder just joined the video stream, and he was telling, because I was talking about athletes turned entertainers, and I was saying, Michael Irvin was in that remake. What was the name of it again?
The Longest Yard.
And he was saying he was supposed to have Nelly's role. He originally had Nelly's role.
Finesse Mitchell. Adam Sandler and them came to the comedy show. They were already fans from the show. We had already hit it off. Then they came to see me at the Improv Comedy Club out in LA. And he saw me do this ghetto girl Starkeisha that I was doing back in the day. Next thing I know, he was like, yo, we want you to play this role. You read the script. tell me if you want to punch it up, if you see anything funny, but see if you like the script first. I'm like, I like the script. So when I came in telling I wanted to be Nelly, because I thought that was the one role that I could play, because he had already positioned people. Told me he wanted me to be the cheerleader dude in the stands. I said, I can't do it. I can't do it, Adam.
Do you regret that decision? Do you regret that?
You know what? In hindsight, no. I think I know Adam. He's loyal to his boys. I mean, he puts the same people in the movies time after time. So sometimes I think about it and I go, yeah. Gee whiz. But the way social media is now, I don't know, because maybe I'd be so super rich I wouldn't care what people think. But you know, any given second, somebody gonna put in your DMs a picture of you in drag as a cheerleader, as a meme. It's gonna ruin your whole day.
Yeah. What kind of check is that? What the range of that would that check be?
I don't know, man. And that probably was that would have been one of my first movies I did if I accepted it. So I'm maybe thinking like maybe 50K, 60K, just to show up for a couple of days.
I'd be dancing.
I'd be dancing too.
They'd have got me.
Hey, how many megaphones you want me to hold?
They would have had me up there looking crazy.
Shannon, I already know you taking the money. You have already made that clear.
They already said, sell his soul, man. Name your price.
Yeah, it's already made that thing went viral.
What you need, brother? 100 mil? Hey, what you need, baby?
Shannon said, you ain't intimidating me. I said what I said. I'll sell it twice.
That's 200 mil.
They tried to like box Crowder into a corner.
I know, and he didn't flinch, and that's what I love about
corner. Yeah.
Your opinion is your opinion. His opinion is his opinion. I love that he didn't flinch.
I said what I said.
Yeah. But like a great host, he let the guest feel comfortable in having his point of view without trying to shame him. You know what I mean? So, because me, you know me, I'm unprofessional, Shannon. I would have been like, we can go to the ring right now, but I got to bring 5 people with me. I seen what you can do, so I can't do it by myself.
I was about to say, there's some people we've interviewed that I just don't want to get in the ring with them.
That's one. That dude's one.
You better be lucky I got the sniffles, or else I would have came over there and showed you something.
I was going to ask you, because the Heat and the Lakers played tonight, Finesse, and it's here in Miami. Are you an LA guy now? Do you live, because you do so much TV? Do you live in LA?
I live in LA. My girls are obsessed. I showed them LeBron early, and just, you know, because they're always around boys at their school. They like, Daddy, who's LeBron James? The kids are talking about LeBron James. So I got them watching the Lakers, and now they're Laker fans. I am a diehard Atlanta Hawks fan. And as you can see, we are 11, and we done ran off 11 straight. But LA is my second team.
But do you go see LeBron at, where is it? What's it called?
Yes.
Crypto?
Yeah, crypto.com.
Yes, crypto. My last ESPN gave me some great tickets. I took the family. We were in the middle of the first quarter, and my youngest daughter spilt a blue Slurpee all over her outfit, and we was home by halftime.
No.
Girl dad.
Patience. Yeah,
That's the girl dad life.
Oh, no. You know what? I would say the tickets were free, maybe, but if I paid $6 for them, we about to sit in that blue. You about to sit in that blue slushy all night.
I'm gonna call you Smurfette, because we're not going home.
Not going
Because a Lakers game, though, is see and be seen. That is major LA celeb. So could you get courtside? If Finesse Mitchell wanted to get courtside, could you?
Yes, but it would be through the help of some really sweet friends that I have been working for. I've been doing, ESPN corporate gigs for a very long time, so I'm pretty well connected. One of the first times I ever even asked, because I'm always asking for football tickets if I can get them, but I asked to go to the Christmas Day, which is a big event in LA, the Christmas Day game on Christmas Day. And they messed around and put me on the floor, but behind the goal. So I was like on the floor, but behind the goal. But to be on the floor and slap hands with everybody, the Kevin Harts, the Denzels, the Kenya Burris, it was just, and I can't just, the Jack Nicholson sitting in the middle, but you can't go near him. I mean, it was dope, bro. It was really dope.
Is LA like Miami? I tell people Miami's big and the big name and all, a lot to do, but it's really small. If people recognize you, it's really a small thing. Like in LA, does all the recognizable people kind of know each other and show each other respect?
Absolutely. That's a culture within a culture, within a subculture, within a subculture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So I'm somewhere on that outer ring. Like if the Sun was The Rock and Kevin Hart and Scorsese and Leonardo and all them people, I'm kind of out there by Saturn.
Well, who knows you? Like if you go down,
I'm in the solar system, baby, but I ain't Mercury. I ain't right up on it.
If you dap up Kevin Hart, does he know? Oh yeah, that's Finesse Mitchell.
Oh, now first of all, I'm an OG. I'm a legend in the stand-up comedy game.
So you know those circuit guys.
I know anybody from Eddie Murphy down that has really put in work and has gotten great opportunities, and the ones that are super dope that never got a shot. So yeah.
What about like Larry David? You see Larry David courtside.
Only time I've seen Larry David was when I was hanging with JB Smooth. Mm-hmm. And that's one of my best friends in comedy. So we go out a lot, and sometimes he'll invite me to his events. So JB is closer to JB is like Earth Venus. He right up in there. You know what I mean? And so to go to those events, there's a lot of corporate events that go on behind the scenes and foundations for stuff. You know, that behind the scenes money, fundraising and stuff. So when you go to these events, you get to rub shoulders with some pretty cool people.
And bro, we did Boris Kojo on the podcast. And one of the things he talked about, I just remember, he said the person he enjoys being around the most in the world is JB Smooth. He said he doesn't turn off. He said he's not acting. He's being JB Smooth on everything he does, but he's also that walking down the street, at dinner, at rep, wherever you are, he is exactly what you think he is.
JB wears shades in his own house. Like JB is always going to be sharp when he step out, and he is one of the most positive energy people in show business. So you can't help but love him. He's brilliant on stage when he's doing stand-up. He's back touring again. He's the father of my goddaughter. I mean, he's the godfather of my daughter. We started Saturday Night Live together with Kenan Thompson in 2003.
JB Smooth was on SNL?
Yeah, he was a writer.
Oh.
He did a couple of guest stars. He was in that famous Good Times sketch when Janet Jackson came on and hosted the show, and then we did a Good Times episode, and JB played JJ. But I
remember that one. That was great because I grew up watching that show. That was my era. I'm the old guy on the show. I just happened to stumble upon this, and we're running out of time. Do you know? I stumbled upon it's the most episodes ever as a cast member of SNL. I'm sure you can guess who the number one is.
Most episodes ever?
Most episodes ever as a cast member.
The guy who came in with me, Kenan Thompson.
Correct. Yeah, by a mile, by a long shot. That dude.
By a long shot.
But
I don't know how he did that.
Do you know he's done 456 episodes, crazy, by the way, and counting. Do you know who number two is?
Daryl Hammond.
Daryl Hammond. You are.
Come on, brother.
Correct. Daryl Hammond.
I'm 2 for 2.
You want to go for number
know
three?
One of the shortest runs? Woo! I'm in the record books too, baby. No, man. I did 4. I did 3, I think. 03 to 07.
Yeah, you
and right after that, I did this golf movie, Who's Your Caddy, with Big Boy and Faison. Yeah. And then I did another sports spoof movie called The Comebacks. And then I did this movie called Mad Money with Katie Holmes and Queen Latifah. And the late oh my God. She was in The Godfather. Played Michael Corleone's wife. The Godfather. Anyway, Kate. She was Kate, and anyway. So yeah, but so the phone was ringing when I left the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, dope. And then I started shifting into daytime talk and all that other stuff, and I don't know, man. I've been in the business like 27 years. I'm blessed, bro.
Diane Keaton?
Diane Keaton.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
Legend.
man.
None of us could name her, but legend.
Legend.
May she rest in peace.
She stopped the set one day. I was out there just riffing and ad-libbing, just cracking them up in the scene. And she said, cut. She cut the set and she came on and walked in the middle of that set. And she said, Finesse Mitchell is going to be a big star one day, everybody. And the whole room started clapping. It was like one of the proudest moments of my life.
That's cool.
Wow, that is cool.
That's cool. And there's been a lot shorter run. You had a decent run on SNL. It was 4 seasons, right?
Oh, yeah. Now, first of all, I'm black, so that's dog years. So four is like 8. That's 8 years, bro. To stay around that long, come on, Shannon, tell them.
Yeah.
That's actually 8.
On the way out here, though, but you're 2 for 2. You want to guess who number 3 is? Most episodes as a cast member. You got Kenan Thompson, Daryl Hammond.
The most episodes. Who was on that show for a very long time?
Did Weekend Update. He did Weekend Update for a long time.
Oh, Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers. Yeah.
Seth Meyers.
Number 4 is the current Weekend Update duo, 4 and 5. And
Colin came in when I came in. Colin was a writer. But he came in like 2 years after me, I think. Babyface.
And now he's married to
oh, stop it. I had to go sit on somebody's couch about that too. Therapy is real.
I mean, that's amazing. So he comes in at the same time as you, and now
stop it. Stop. We're friends. This is a safe space.
So you guys start the same gig, same time. Fast forward however many years, he's married to Scarlett Johansson and still on the show.
Oh,
and you're on our show.
And the last girl I dated seriously looked like Tracy Morgan, so I'm doing horrible.
She probably was nice.
Yeah, but her voice, hurry up and get in the car, Finesse. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
All right. We're gonna have you on. We've got to have you on several times before your date here in Miami, but I would get tickets now because it's gonna sell out. Finesse Mitchell, he will be at the Miami Improv on April 26th. And you can get tickets now, miamiimprov.com or go to finessemitchell.tv.
We're going.
I'm in.
Crowder, you're getting us tickets.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Crowder might have to jump on stage because I know he's still got some minutes in him.
I can give you 10 up front.
Let's go. Done deal. Don't flake on me. It's a Sunday night.
Bro, I won't. I've been working. I got a little thing I've been working on the plane today.
New material. You got new material?
I got some new material in my notes.
You may see it. Get your tickets now. MiamiImprov.com, FinesseMitchell.tv. Have good shows this weekend up at Mohegan Sun, and we'll talk to you again soon before you go off to wherever you're going.
Family, go Canes, beat Mizzou. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Finesse Mitchell.
March Madness.
Thank you, Finesse.
Thank you,
go.
fellas.
Finesse Mitchell. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My ability didn't offset my arrest, huh?
Hi, Josie.
Yeah. Oh, Hendricks start out the 3 o'clock hour. Admittedly, we are starting the 3 o'clock hour a little bit late, but we went along with Finesse Mitchell, but it was worth it because he is always entertaining. Where are you, Crowder? I didn't even, because you joined late there. I didn't want to ask
Yeah.
while Finesse was on. Where are you?
New York,
Oh, who you taping up in New York?
a predominant star.
A predominant star.
I told you, we got told that people will listen to our podcast to find out who we're interviewing on the pivot and try to undercut us.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
weren't
right,
here. You weren't
right.
here when he told us that.
No, I was. I do remember
Oh,
that
were you
now
here?
when you say that. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
text it to y'all, but we can't
They'll
say it.
jump
They
the
got
gun.
on me.
They'll jump it. All right.
Insider trading via our show on who big guests are, so that they can publish theirs before the pivot does.
Right. So as you tape what's today? Thursday, and you'll probably drop it on Tuesday.
Yes, and they will, because people go on these media tours and things when they're doing, when they have some opening and different things. And so they'll go on these media tours and they will listen to us and say, oh, they got them too. And they'll try to drop it on Monday so they can get more clicks than us on Tuesday. I did not know it. You were off. Me and Solana talked about it.
Beat you to
You
the
know
punch.
me, I just kind of float around life and live and talk to people.
But there is an avenue here for you and me and Jimmy Hoch. I
Mm.
mean, we can make
Oh.
a couple extra bucks here. I don't know.
I think I have Brandon Marshall's cell phone number. I think I could just shoot him who the guests are going to be, and he's good for it, right?
Well, I won't text you who we taped with this morning.
Just warn them, don't cuss, please. Don't cuss.
The most episodes as an SNL cast member, it was Kenan Thompson number 1, Daryl Hammond number 2, Seth Meyers 3, Colin Jost 4, Michael Che 5. Anybody want to take a guess? I'm a huge SNL fan for the longest. I know Crowder's not.
No.
And I don't know if you're a big SNL guy, but like I know every season.
I kind of am, but yeah, I'm not like hardcore. But I know, like I've watched enough that I feel like I don't know the names off the top of my head, but if I saw them, I would be able to tell you who it is.
The reason that this list was published was one of the current cast members just launched into the top 10, became the 10th person, supplanted someone to become the 10th most episodes as an SNL cast member. It's a current one, and I'm guessing you don't even know him, Mikey Day.
I know Mikey Day.
Okay, so he's number 10. Number 6, you want to get? There's 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, and 9 left.
Tina Fey.
No.
Tracy Morgan.
No. Tracy Morgan would have been one of my guesses too, but it was those guys were on shorter periods of time because their stars blew up so much.
Tina Fey
Yeah.
was
Well, she wasn't on that long.
Sandler.
Not on that long.
Dan Aykroyd.
No, that he was only on like a couple seasons.
Jamie Foxx.
I don't think he was ever on it.
Bill Hader.
No,
Fallon?
I love Bill Hader. Was not Fallon either. Number 6 was Fred Armisen.
Come on.
You don't know Fred Armisen?
But like, how would we guess Fred Armisen?
Well, how'd you guess Adam Sandler?
His name's Adam Sandler.
Number 7, Kate McKinnon. Number 8, Cecily Strong. And number 9, Adie Bryant.
Oh, Kate McKinnon is funny.
She's hysterical.
She's funny. Yeah.
The like for my Mount Rushmore of SNL female cast members, Kate McKinnon, Kristen Wiig. Who's the girl who played the was it a cheerleader?
Sherry O'Terry?
No, not Sherry O'Terry, although she's on there as well. She was in White Lotus one season.
Maya Rudolph?
No, not Maya Rudolph. She was in White Lotus. Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Heidi
on her
Gardner.
name. No. Heidi Gardner's funny, though.
Amy Poehler.
No. SNL White Lotus. Oh, they're just going to show me the sketch, though, from who was that? Someone texted in. She's one of the funniest female SNL cast members of all time.
Halle Berry.
Both of you guys are useless.
Leslie Jones.
Oh, God.
Star Jones.
Natasha?
No.
What? You're just saying first names now?
No, I'm reading it right here.
Liz.
Are you
SNL.
talking about she made a cameo appearance in White Lotus, or she was a major part?
No,
of
she
White
was the
Lotus?
mom in White Lotus. Remember the spoiled kid who had just gotten married, and then she shows up on the honeymoon. She's his mom.
Chloe Fineman.
No, but she's very funny as well.
Well, you're bringing up shows now. Have y'all watched Paradise?
No.
Listen, it's on Hulu.
Anybody watching DTF St. Louis?
Nope.
No.
Oh, God, is that good?
Bro, check out Paradise.
The heck is that lady? Molly Shannon. Molly Shannon. You people are useless.
She wasn't a cheerleader, though.
Yeah, she played Mary Catherine Gallagher.
I know. You said she was a cheerleader.
Oh, Sherry O'Terry was the cheerleader.
cheerleader,
You're
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh, Molly. Yeah, she's funny
Molly
too.
Shannon is
Molly
funny.
Shannon's funny.
Yeah.
She is.
All right, let's do headlines because I could do this all day, but no one's going to get it but me. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
Just because he had mentioned Sandler's like the orbit around Sandler, how he takes care of his boys.
Yeah.
I saw an interview yesterday. Nick Swartzen, you
Yeah.
guys, you know him. He's like kind of like the chubby Sandler, goofy guy. He's in he's in all the movies.
Yep.
They asked him how did you fall into like the Sandler orbit, and he said I was doing a stand up, and it just happened to be on MTV that night, and I was doing jokes about my grandma. And it was around the time Sandler was, I guess, doing Grandma's Boy or like one of those movies. And he saw the skit, thought some of the jokes were funny, called him in, and he crushed the interview. And he hired him to like write jokes for that movie. And then he just became his boy.
Those guys, there's certain guys like Kevin Hart is the same way. Like if you're in the Kevin Hart orbit, you get employed constantly because he's got the leeway, the leverage to employ whoever he wants. And Sandler is notoriously the same way. You get in that orbit, you are good to go.
I don't have any orbits.
You're in my orbit.
I like your orbit. It's a decade.
Do you think some of Sandler's movies would be better if he wasn't casting his friends, but he was casting like
but I don't think he cares. Yeah.
Oh, no, right. But I'm saying in general, like what's the movie where they talk about getting chocolate wasted?
Grown Ups.
That movie is just him making jokes with his friends, and it's it is what it is.
It's Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
Who's the guy, the animal? You hate him, Hawk.
Rob Schneider. Ugh.
I think Rob Schneider out of movies could make a movie better.
Making copies.
Now that's when he was funny on SNL. He was funny. Making copies.
But like Nick Swartzen's not a good actor. He's not a funny actor. He's just he plays one role in every movie, just super goofy, dummy punching bag.
In what was the baseball movie where he was the kid scared of the sun?
Right.
He was funny in Benchwarmers.
I saw when Norm Macdonald has passed away, but when Norm Macdonald was alive and he was doing a sitcom, I believe it was called Norm. He just liked to employ his friends, and they gambled like crazy. And he said one time the network came to him, and they're like, "We've got a budget increase of, I don't know, whatever. It was, $4,000 if you want to hire a guest star for the first, something like that." And Norm Macdonald said, it was an interview I saw on Stern. He said he decided to use that money because he was the executive producer of the show as well. He decided to use the money instead to get a ping pong table and a pool table for the set so that they could gamble on ping pong and pool while they filmed their show. That's the way to do it. You have someone else giving you money, and you just kind of make sure that it's fun for your friends.
Remember we had Method Man on the Pivot a couple months ago?
Yeah.
He said when they were shooting How High, at some point the producer came up to him and she was like, "Do you notice we get so much more done before lunch?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "At lunch, y'all go smoke and we can't get any scenes shot. So just, if you want to get this movie done, maybe hold back on the marijuana at lunch." And he said they stopped smoking at lunch and the movie went so much faster.
That's funny. Somebody put on the chat, Hawk's camera is dial-up. I'm in the studio, but Solana said that too. It looks perfectly clear on my screen here.
Mine is, yeah, on mine it looks bad, Hawk. I don't. It's weird because you and Solana sit next to each other. He's clear, Jimmy's clear, I'm clear, and you look fuzzy.
Is it the connection or the camera?
I don't think it's the camera. I just think it's that computer, which is the main computer. You would think works well, but it clearly doesn't because there's always issues with that computer.
Somebody says also on the chat, watch Kill Tony, Hawk. I watch it on Instagram. I see clips of it. I've never sat down and watched the actual show, but I see it a lot, and that is funny, man.
People love that show.
It is. That is my wheelhouse because I love off-color, cringe-worthy stuff, and they are not afraid to say anything on Kill Tony.
Why is Afro Man in the news again?
So Afro Man, and if you don't know him, of course he did Because I Got High. That was a hit song.
I know him for Colt 45. I know Because I Got High is the more famous song, I guess. But I think Colt 45 might be the most iconic rap song in the history of rap.
What did you just say?
What?
Because hear me out. Hear me out for a second.
I've never even heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Crowder, you know Colt 45
No,
is, right?
never heard of it.
Colt 45 by Afro Man?
Yeah.
Please play this.
Maybe. Well, no, you can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't, but that's why that's where my take comes from. I know it's not the most popular song. That would be ridiculous.
So you just called it the most popular song in the history of hip-hop.
I called it the most iconic song because everybody I know, other than the three of you, which is clearly a hard way to make my case on this song, but everybody I know knows the lyrics to that song front and back, and it's never gotten a second of radio play because it's just filled with, words and phrases that can't be used on radio. It's never gotten a second of radio play. Everybody knows the song from front and back, bar for bar, the entire time.
No.
You know how difficult that is to be a song that iconic that never got a second of radio play. There was no version of it. There was nothing.
It's your weirdo circle, not everybody.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's not my weirdo circle, bro. Everybody knows Colt 45.
Everybody who?
Literally,
Hawk loves music. I love rap.
I know everything about music. I've never heard that.
You've never heard that song?
I mean, I'd have to listen to the song to see if I've ever heard it.
You would know that song.
But Because I Got High is the one that I think he's known for.
Yeah, I think you're right, but that doesn't mean.
Let's give it to DBJ, by the way. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. And then Joe coming. I
don't know if we could trick him on that one. I think he's gonna be pretty straightforward.
So Afro Man, they raided his house, and it was a faulty warrant. They raided the wrong house. They wrecked a lot of his stuff, and he turned the video of the raid into a song and a music video. And the cop who raided his house is suing him for mental distress because he says the video has wrecked his career. But there's also seems to be tangentially maybe that the cops raided Afro Man's house because maybe Afro Man was having an affair with this cop's wife. That kind of came out on the stand, and the cop was like, oh, I don't know if she's having an affair with him or not, which is a weird answer to like, if it would just seem very random to go, what? Like you would answer, what? What do you mean? And you all right? You okay?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Y'all can hear that? This is New York, man. These damn
I know.
Ambulances, fire. Yeah, they come through all the time. I was looking at a picture of Afro Man and see if he's cheating material.
Well, this is going to sound.
He's got a big afro.
He has a big belly too.
The police officer
he sits around and gets high all day.
The police officer in question, his wife isn't exactly Scarlett Johansson. I know that sounds terrible. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Right. You think it's a fair pairing.
Right. He didn't pull Scarlett Johansson.
I get what you're saying. Like they fit like a glove.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. You guys don't know the song Colt 45?
I'm going to have to listen to it during the break because I don't know it by the title.
I'm going to listen during the break.
We can go to the park after dark. No?
No.
I'm not kidding. This is
No.
the wildest thing.
No.
Solana,
know-
you
like,
and your
that's my
friends are
wheelhouse.
weirdos.
No, you're weird. Crowder, you're a weirdo for not knowing this song. Hawk,
There's a lot of people on the chat going, hey, you guys are crazy. How could you have never heard Colt 45?
I'll give Hawk a pass because this is clearly like after this song probably came out in 99, 2000.
But I just know that stuff, though.
I know.
That's my thing.
But I'd still give you a pass. Jimmy, I don't know. You yelled out Natasha randomly, so I don't know. I don't know what to make with that. But Crowder, like 2000, you're in college.
Yes.
And allegedly would partake in some nefarious activities. To not know this song is impossible to me. Impossible.
So you're talking about
Maybe
this is Jay-Z, Jeezy, T.I., Pastor Troy. This is trap music prime. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm saying put on the new Afro Man.
No,
Come on.
It's not like a real
You're
song.
saying it's a party song.
It's not even like a party song. It's a funny rap song. What's your boy that you always reference that did like parody music?
Weird Al Yankovic?
Weird Al Yankovic. This is like a parody song where it's a funny rap song, but the lines are hilarious.
A lot of people saying it's called crazy rap.
Yeah, but it's known as Colt 45.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to listen during the break.
It's gonna be garbage.
But that's why Afro Man's in the news. And by the way, he was found not liable or whatever for this cop's mental anguish over the video that he put out. The song, the video is called Lemon Pound Cake. And apparently, Afro Man, you talked about his physique. Apparently, when they raided his house, he was eating lemon. He had a piece of lemon pound cake. Like, I mean, you know, again, you are Afro Man because I got high. If just in the middle of a random afternoon, you're sitting at a table eating lemon pound cake, and yeah.
He has pound cake physique.
It sounds like he has a great life, Afro Man.
Oh, I wish. On a random Wednesday, 2 p.m., eating cake.
You know, I'm in the mood for a little lemon pound cake.
Also, Crowder, you know, you're watching multiple episodes of Unsolved Mysteries at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
You're not living the worst life.
Yeah.
Bro.
I text y'all the other day right after the show. Call
Another
Asia.
episode.
She's like, oh, I'm taking it. Ava has basketball practice. Chaz is at basketball. You'll be home about 8. I said, oh, I get back in the lab now. I am going to volunteer as an investigator when I retire because I know everything that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's the perfect show to volunteer on. You don't have to come up with who did anything. I'll be an investigator on that one as well. If you really want to solve a mystery, do Dateline, where there's an ending to the story.
Too much
Every
pressure.
single unsolved mystery ends the same way. Well, we don't know. Huh? I can't believe it. They don't know who did it. What?
Appreciate it, Officer Crowder.
Unsolved mysteries.
Appreciate it, Officer Crowder. Yep, got you.
Speaking of lemon pound cake, my entire Twitter algorithm is just new food offerings coming to Major League Baseball stadiums. The machete or machete, I don't know if it's in Spanish or
I'm
English.
guessing it's machete, but machete probably sounds cooler for Lone Depot Park.
Yeah, the Marlins are going to have this 2-foot-long quesadilla that is in the shape. I mean, it's a shape of a quesadilla, but because
it's kind of ridiculous because there's no way that they're selling this at concession stands. This has to be in the suite area, like the Diamond Club. There is no way that you can walk over to section 30 and get the machete. There's no chance. The Marlins' new machete menu item in a custom carrying case, maybe you can get it, a 2-foot homemade flour tortilla griddled on the flat top with melted mozzarella and Oaxaca cheeses. I was curious how you were going to pronounce that. House marinated carne asada, smoky guajillo pepper sauce, salsa verde, and cilantro.
It looks delicious.
But who wants 2 feet worth of
Like a
quesadilla?
family.
I want 2 feet worth of. I had a quesadilla last night.
But you wouldn't eat 2 feet worth.
I think I'd eat 4 feet worth of quesadilla.
Huh.
That's a lot of meat, but that's your life.
No, it's probably cheese though.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Oh, this one is carne asada. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Y'all sent it in the thread.
Let's just say, right? The four of us go
But
to
if they show it on a cutting board, like
wooden
you
cutting
know,
board, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say the four of us go to a Marlins game, hypothetically.
All right.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get some quesadillas. You're like, oh, I'll have some quesadillas. All right, cool. You go, you buy 2-foot-long quesadilla. You kind of chop it up into eighths or whatever. And now everybody gets some quesadilla. It makes sense.
I'm not sharing the quesadilla with you.
I don't know. Seems odd. Hey, you guys hungry at all? You want a beer, hot dog? I can also get a 2-foot quesadilla. I'll come back. I got a carrying case for it. We'll chop it up and oh yeah,
It's
get the
weird.
quesadilla. Get the machete.
Hey, you hungry? Not too hungry. Well, let's share a hot dog. What?
That's another thing, man. And first of all, anything in feet, I'm not a big fan of when it comes to food. Like anything that's a foot long, I don't know. Like if you want to give me a jumbo hot dog, fine. But I don't want to order a foot long hot dog. You know what I mean? I don't want to order. I don't even like for subs. Hey, give me a medium or a large. I don't want to order in inches.
You don't
Hey,
like
can I get 12 inches? No, I don't want to order that.
no
Imagine
measure.
if you did that at your
measurement.
Starbucks. Can I get let me get an 8-inch caramel macchiato? Like, why do we have to do it in inches? Sounds creepy.
Measurement meals.
Yeah, it just sounds creepy.
I disagree wholeheartedly. The appeal to me is the fact that it's a foot long.
Well, it's 2 feet though.
This one.
Yeah.
But I was reading one of the new meals. I don't remember where it's going, but an elote foot long corn dog.
Mm.
Now, you get a corn dog, you put some street corn on it, and you serve it to me. It's a normal size corn dog. I don't know if that's that
Who
appetizing.
put street corn on a corn dog?
I don't know. But now I can get an elote covered foot-long corn dog, and there's an appeal to me there. Foot-long corn
But
dog.
is it served on a stick like a regular corn dog?
Corn dog with some elote on top, like a little Mexican street corn. Just
So
all drizzled on top with, I'm sure, with that cotija cheese or cojita cheese. I forget what it's named.
But isn't elote like actual corn?
Yeah, like corn.
So how are you
corn.
drizzling that on?
Just right on top.
But it would fall right
gonna-
off.
It's gonna
No,
slide
because-
off the corn dog.
Because when they make elote, I think they put like some type of cheese that melts and it becomes creamy almost. So they just drizzle it right on
I
top.
don't know. I don't know. It sounds creepy. Whatever you're.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay. You guys gotta expand your palates more.
Yeah, but I don't want to expand it in feet.
It's Solana's palate can get all the feet.
USF making a little comeback here against Louisville. 5 minutes left in the game. Louisville's up 9, 75-66.
How about upset alert? Number 1 seed Duke is losing to 16 seed Siena.
How about that?
31-22 in the first half.
Still 7 minutes to go in the first half. I would probably, if I was betting, I would live bet Duke right now.
Ooh, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
Oh,
Damn it. I'm in New York.
Yeah, no Hard Rock for you.
No.
oh, I got a new phone and I don't remember my password. That's not good.
Duke is still minus 12.5. So they have not fooled the sports books.
You got a visit from the FedEx man?
the second he said, "Oh," I knew exactly where you're going with that.
How many feet of product was he delivering for you?
This poor FedEx guy loves our show, was listening to us when he showed up to my house. He tuned in, I'm sure, the next day, and it's just Hoch and Crowder assuming that I'm having sex with the FedEx guy.
Please tell me that you didn't answer the door today with the sweater vest and the sweater and the tie on.
What's wrong? What's wrong with how I'm dressed?
No, I think you're dressed very nicely. I'm hoping that you didn't answer the door for the FedEx man that you're courting wearing that.
Recording.
Duke is still a 12.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I mean, what would you like? What would you lay right now?
We need better lines than that. What's going on? We need a better
What do
spread.
you mean? We need better spread than that. You think Duke is going to lose this game? You think they're not going to win by 15?
They're down 9.
I understand. You think they're not going to win by 15? There's 7 minutes left in the first half.
No. I'm fully prepared for them to win by at least 15.
Well, so is the Hard Rock app. Like, they're not dumb.
Right, but I got one here. Like, they're down 9. I should be able to bet them.
But in other words, the guy who's making the live lines is not a moron. So he's not just going to go, oh, looks like Sienna's got this one. I'll make it Duke +9 because that would be fair.
Solana, you seen Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah.
You're dressed like Will Smith.
But somebody texts in, isn't Duke like a 28-point favorite? They may have been like a 25-point favorite. So minus 12.5 is probably a pretty good adjusted line.
I'm sure they were. I think either them or Arizona were the number 1 overall seed. I don't know if you remember, Jimmy.
I think Duke was number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're the favorite to win the tournament, too. I don't know if you know, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think they're the favorite to win it. I was just going to try to... He kept turning on his mic. I would say something, he would just turn his mic off. All right. Anything else in the headlines? We're going too long here.
All right, let me give you one actual headline.
All right.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. is out tonight. The Miami Heat, they host the Lakers. LeBron, great take yesterday, Crowder. LeBron sucks. LeBron is questionable. Luka's questionable. Austin Reeves, all 3 of them average 20 points or more per game. All 3 of them are questionable for tonight's game. Bam will play.
All right.
Panthers are in Edmonton. Stanley Cup final rematch tonight. That game is at 9. Heat Lakers is at 8. Your weather in South Florida, it's 76 degrees tonight. It'll be in the low 70s.
All right, we're going to get back on track here in the next segment. We had a little, I'm going to go listen to Colt 45 during the commercial break. Maybe I do know this. Oh, you've got it ready to go there?
Yeah, got it ready to go.
All right, so we'll reconvene.
But listen.
No, I'm going to listen.
But don't eject after the first minute because it's stupid. It's a stupid song.
No,
but
I got you. There's a ton of people on the chat going, you guys are crazy if you don't know Colt 45.
Because we were talking about it with my friend today. I said, how many songs do you know front to back that never got a second of radio play that came out over 25 years ago?
I'm going to go ask Mijo. I'll ask Mijo, what is Afro Man?
Yes.
Should I ask him what song he's known for most?
No, because I do think it's Because I Got High. But I think Because I Got High was more of like a viral hit.
Gotcha.
This was more.
Well, it was a hit. Yeah, it was on the radio.
Right. This was like, it couldn't have been played on the radio, only on YouTube, only on LimeWire, only on like Underground, but everybody knew it. Everybody.
Solana, did this friend also wear a helmet in high school?
Text Ryan Clark and Fred Taylor if they know that song. Just text them. Have you guys ever heard this song? I guarantee both say yes, and that they know the lyrics to the entire song.
Who do you want me to text?
Dr. Chuck.
Appel.
And the Ticket Wizard.
Yeah. Hey, daily fantasy players, listen up. I am talking to you. All right, there's so much action going on in sports right now. You've got the tourney. You've got basketball tonight. You've got soccer, big soccer tourneys coming up later. You've got, obviously, football season's over, but there's just so much. Oh, baseball starting as well. How could I forget? There's just so much going on. Why not shoot your shot? Make some money. Daily fantasy players, I'm talking to you. Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks right now. Code Solana. Use that code Solana, Solana. You're going to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. I've been talking to you about Prize Picks, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to be in love. You're going to fall in love with this app the same way I have. I've been getting DM after DM after DM from people who have downloaded Prize Picks, and they love it. You're sitting at home. You're watching tonight's game. LeBron James is in town. Bam Adebayo's playing. Luka's in town, and you want to make the game more exciting. Well, you all of you have hot takes, right? You listen to us on sports radio. You have hot takes. Now's your chance to watch this game and put your takes to the test. And, hey, if your takes are right, you're going to make some money. Look how easy it is when you play Prize Picks. You open up the app, and I'm looking for the game tonight here in Miami. Bam Adebayo set 20.5 points. I'm going to simply pick more. I think he's going to score more points, or I'm going to pick less. Well, obviously, you know, I'm going more for Bam. Luka's at 24.5 points, coming off a 40-point game yesterday. I'll choose more on Luka. Tyler, 21.5 points. I'll choose more on Tyler. And then Bam Adebayo, 1.5 assists. I'll choose more on that. LeBron James, 14.5 points more. That's my lineup. 2 to 6 player stat projections. Pick more or less. It's that simple. And if you're right, which I hope I'm going to be right, you can cash in. Then they have the flex play. Even if my entire lineup isn't correct, I can still win. 5 correct plays at 2.5. 4 correct plays, I can still cash in. Or I'll go for the power play to maximize my return. That's how easy Price Picks is. You're going to love this app, I'm telling you. So download it today. Price Picks, use the code Solana. After you play your first $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 with my code Solana. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details. Send me your lineups. I tell everybody, DM me your lineups every single night, and you're going to enjoy it that much more. Price Picks, it's good to be right.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the hottest chick in the game right now, man.
We're keeping an eye on the Dolphins and their moves. We'll keep you posted. Canes play an NCAA tournament game tomorrow versus Missouri. Listen to it here at 10:10. You can also stream it on the Varsity app. The Heat host the Lakers tonight following that blowout loss to Charlotte Tuesday night. Spo says, gotta move on.
We'll learn what we can, but we have to move on and get on to the next fight and make sure we're ready and do what we need to do for Thursday night.
Our game coverage starts at 6:45 with preheat. The Panthers face Edmonton tonight. Listen to the game on our sister station, AM 560 at 9. The Marlins open their season next week. Manager Clayton McCullough told Joe Rose, cut-down day will be tough.
I hope these decisions at the end are, and they will be, incredibly difficult because we have talent and we have
After all that talk about Afro Man and rap, Jimmy went to Weird Al Yankovic. He finds
hungry.
one little thing, and he just hones in on that. I am so tempted to live bet Duke right now. It's down to 7.5. Duke is down 7. They're not down 7.5. They're down they just went to commercial, but they're down 12 points, and there's only a minute left in the half. Duke is only a 7.5 point favorite on the live line right now.
Put it up.
I mean, I'm telling you, yeah, they're down 11. There's a 1:05 left in the first half.
I'm doing it.
You're telling me that they're not going to win this game by double digits?
And I have a profit boost.
I mean, they're playing 16 seed Siena. I know there's upsets. It ain't going to be Siena over Duke.
They go into the half, make adjustments. Siena is in trouble.
USF is down 6 with 38 seconds to go in that game. They've cut away from that on our feed.
I changed it by mistake.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, let's watch the end of the USF game. I'm watching McNeese and Vanderbilt.
There you
Let's go
Jimbo.
McNeese, man. Let's go McNeese.
So I watched Crazy Rap, Colt 45. I have not heard it. I thought maybe I would be familiar with it. I have not heard it. It does. People are texting in. That's Afro Man's #1 most listened to song on his Spotify page.
I genuinely, when I came to you guys with
it's
this,
an era thing. That's I was telling Solana. That's an era thing where to me it's like, well, everybody knows, like a party song. Everybody knows Brass Monkey by the Beastie Boys. You know that. I know you know, and you're like, no, never heard of it. But like, you couldn't go to a party in the late 80s and not hear Brass Monkey and then drink Brass Monkey. So that's just it's an era thing because I have never heard it. We went outside. Brittany from the show before us was here, and Solana's like, have you ever heard Colt 45 by Afro Man? She's like, yeah, of course. And she started singing it. So I think it's just the era.
But it's a terrible song.
But that's sometimes what makes an era song fun.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, I think that's probably was part of the appeal of Colt 45 is that it's a nonsense song. It's complete nonsense.
Yes,
it's a party song.
It's complete nonsense.
Yeah, it's a party song.
Well, it's, about racial inequality and different things of that nature.
No. It's about a black guy having sex with white women to spite white men, actually. That's literally what it is. Racist white men.
Yeah.
And her dad had a 2x4. What?
I'm watching Louisville, USF. Don't know if Louisville. What was the line on this game, though? I bet USF was had to be getting 8 to 10 points, no?
I have no idea.
Did you do any brackets, Crowder?
I did not.
Neither did I.
Yeah. I don't bracket. I like to gamble on them.
Well, it's funny. Lori said to me today, she's like, did you do any brackets? Because DJ had texted me, did you fill out any brackets? And I said, I just like to gamble on the games. Like it's more fun to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride this heavy favorite parlays. I've been killing them.
Man, but there's always upsets in March Madness.
No.
Oh, you're talking about NBA or you're talking about for March Madness?
Or March Madness. I'm not talking about 5-point favorites. I'm talking about 15-point favorites.
It happens, though.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to live bet Duke here, but I am rooting for Siena to win. I would love to see Siena knock Duke out in round 1 on a Thursday afternoon. Yeah. That's funny.
I just make it easier for Florida and Miami.
Yeah.
Duke minus 6.5.
6.5 it's down to?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So Duke at halftime is down 11 to Siena. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's March. All right, we got to take a break. 4:00 hour is coming up. Cheetah Pompano is a great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got 4 stages of entertainment and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. You know, Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. Now, Saturday, March 28th, it's going to be here before you know it. That's the Rodriguez Charities 7th annual poker tournament at the Seminole Coconut Creek Casino. 100% of the proceeds from the event are donated to local charities. There's $10,000 in cash prizes. It's a $200 buy-in, and there's going to be bounties for knocking out certain players like me. So you want to get at my table. I have not played Texas Hold'em in over a decade. And when I was playing Texas Hold'em over a decade ago, I was terrible at it. That's why I stopped playing. So you'll be able to knock me out easily, be able to take my bounty. It's Saturday, March 28th, Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Hope to see everyone there. I always say it, but it's true. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. You could be watching the games there right now. They've got them on. For all the details, just go to cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional Cadillac offers now at the 3-time Cadillac Dealer of the Year, Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. You're always backed.
Four p.m. and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dial lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and Moore, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. For Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana, get ready for some more.
Thank you, Georgie Music. 4 o'clock theme song. We're starting the 4 o'clock hour late, but it's March Madness. We got action. Upset has happened. High Point beats Wisconsin. High Point, what were they? 13 seed?
12 seed.
12 seed. High Point defeats Wisconsin, takes the lead with 10 seconds left. Wisconsin. I got a mansion in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is going home. You're muted, Crowder. Solana had Wisconsin in all his brackets going to the Final Four.
Yeah, I think I had him in the Elite Eight, and I filled out 2 brackets, one on CBS, one on ESPN. I had Wisconsin in the Final Four 1, and them in the Elite Eight.
I'm imagining a lot of brackets are busted after High Point defeats Wisconsin, but not our own Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy, who'd you have?
High Point.
High Point. I put in. By the way, I put in a live bet on Duke -6.5. Was it 6.5 or 7.5?
Great bet.
6.5. I did as well.
Yeah.
It's a no sweat bet. I'll reimburse you if you lose.
You will reimburse me?
Well, can I get half of the bet?
I bet 3,000.
I'll take half.
Nah, I bet $50. Duke -6.5. They're down 11 at half.
Here's what happened in that game, though. This is what makes college basketball so much fun. There's this dude, Chase Johnston. And I was telling Hoch, I saw him on SportsCenter the other day.
The guy's a story. There's a story about him.
He was 0 of 4 on 2-point field goals this season. So he only attempted 4 2-point field goals.
This is the kid from High Point.
From High Point. The entire season, Crowder. But you would think, well, he's a scrub. No. He only shoots 3-pointers. From beyond the arc, 64 of 132 makes this season on 3-point field goal attempts. So he only shoots 3-pointers. He has not made a 2-point field goal all season long. Well, Wisconsin, they're winning by 1. 14 seconds to go. Steal. They throw it out to who? Chase Johnston. Wide open layup to put his team up 83-82 with his first 2-point field goal of the entire season. And that is the final score. Wisconsin fails to score on the ensuing possession.
Wild.
The first 2-point field goal of a guy all season who only shoots 3-point field goal attempts takes down the number 5 seed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Siena, by the way, I just saw a stat.
What curse?
What curse?
Well, they say in college basketball that of the 5 and 12, there's like a curse of the 12 seed.
I got you. Yes,
the
that
5
is
seed
true. That is true. You are. I would have said, if I were you, I would have said the 5 seed curse continues or something. Just because it was a non sequitur.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was fine. That's on us.
That's on us. I didn't say that.
Nah, that's on us.
I think Jimmy happens to be right though. Like
he is.
We should have.
Yes.
I should have known that for sure because I do love March Madness. We should have all known that. There is a curse where every year a 12 is upset a 5 every single year.
So Siena, though, I just saw a stat up on whatever channel we're watching this on, True TV or whatever. Siena having an 11-point lead, a 16 having an 11-point lead over a 1 seed is the biggest halftime lead in March Madness history that a 16 has ever had over a 1.
Good bet, Hawk.
Who's that Duke coach that beat out Jay Lucas for ACC Coach of the Year?
John Shire.
Guy's a bum.
Isn't
Facts.
Duke the Boozer Boys?
Yeah.
Oh, they about to reset at halftime, Hawk. I'm telling you, watch what happens.
I'm expecting a double-digit win by Duke here.
Yep.
Stock market report here for the 4 o'clock hour. That's sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Another down day on Wall Street. Get used to it. It's just that that's what's going on in the world right now. Dow Jones down 203 points. S&P 500 down 18 points. NASDAQ down 61 points. 15 minutes of heat. That's sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. There is a big one at the Kaseya Center tonight. I was telling, before you joined a little bit late today, I was telling Solana, for me, LeBron still has that juice. LeBron in town. When I think about Heat Lakers tonight, I'm not thinking about watching Luka play. I'm still thinking about watching LeBron play like that. He's got the juice for me. In fact, you had said, Solana, like he's the face of the league until he's no longer in the league. But we don't know who's playing for the Lakers tonight. So what's the latest on availability, Solana?
Actually, just another injury report released. But up until right now, Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves were all questionable for the Lakers. This is the official NBA injury report at 8 p.m. Luka is still questionable. LeBron is still questionable. Austin Reeves is still questionable.
All right.
Bam will play for Miami. He's been upgraded to available. Jaime Jaquez Jr. was questionable, hip tightness. He is now ruled out for tonight.
But Norman Powell, Tyler Hero are playing.
Norm and Tyler were not on the injury report.
So how about this, Crowder? Because I had Solana guess the line at the beginning of the show. Guess the line. The Heat hosting the Lakers, and Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron, they are not ruled out. They're not ruled in. They had a late game last night. They won last night. They didn't get into Miami till 5 a.m., but they're all questionable.
Heat puppy favorites, 2.5.
Yeah, see, and Solana had guessed Lakers minus 2.5. Heat are 6-point favorites.
If everybody's available, I think the line would change.
Right?
Yeah.
But also, this is one of those games I was saying to him where at the end, when the Heat roll them off the court and they're up by 28, you go, of course. They didn't land till 5 a.m. They had a late game in Houston last night.
And does LeBron, is he still trying to stick it to Pat Riley by not playing in Miami? Does it mean anything?
I think he's been playing here as of recent. Yeah.
I tweeted these numbers out because I saw a bunch of Heat fans over the last 24 hours. LOL, LeBron's not going to play here again. I saw somebody else tweet out, LeBron hasn't played here since 2019. It's just not true. LeBron James, in the last 5 seasons, has played 4 of 5 when the Lakers come to Miami. The only year he did not was the 21-22 season, and it wasn't a one-game thing. He was out for an extended time during that run. Last year, 29 points, 8 assists, the Lakers lost. In 2023, 30 points, the Lakers lost. In 2022, dropped 27, 9, and 6, the Lakers lost.
Trends.
And in 2021, 19, 9, and 9, the Lakers lost. LeBron has not won in Miami since 2018.
Guy's a bum like John Shire.
Bum.
So Duke now, 4.5-point favorite. We got bad lines. We should have waited.
And they're down 13.
I know. I mean, obviously, if the line's going down, that means they're not doing anything good. Here's some Heat lines for tonight. Heat and Lakers tonight is 8 o'clock, by the way. 8 o'clock start at the Kaseya Center.
Let's go!
You're going to live and die by every Duke basket? Luka tonight, you want to guess over under on points if he plays, obviously.
Luka, 25.5.
Solana?
He's leading the league in scoring with 33 points a game. Oh, my God.
This Siena team is ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Is Duke going to lose?
This reminds me of the Virginia game.
You still want to buy my bet, Crowder?
Let's wait a little bit.
31.5 for Luka.
32.5 for Luka. Bam tonight.
He went up in my mind now, 20.5.
Yeah, he had to have. He had an 83-point game.
Yeah, but then follow that up with 20 and 21.
Yeah.
So he's right at 20.5.
Solana. Well, it's 20.5. I won't even
Wow.
got it at 20.5. How about LeBron?
Ooh, 23.5.
I don't know. 17.5?
21.5.
Okay.
21.5. Norman Powell?
21.5.
21.5.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero?
Right around 21.5.
21.5.
Yeah.
Simone Fontecchio?
6.
21.5. Oh, yeah, 8.5. My bad. I was feeling it there for a second. Yeah. Lost myself. Anyway, Heat tonight you can hear on this radio station, 8 p.m. tip-off. Panthers tonight you'll hear on AM 560. Now that I've got money on this damn Siena Duke game, I can't pay attention to the show. This is this was a mistake.
No. This is good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Manny Diaz.
How about the Bulls tonight? Bulls are 11-point dogs at home to Cleveland. So I texted Coach Larinaga and Solana last night because the Bulls, they got tore up by Toronto at home. Just tore up. And Giddey ended with a 0-double, not a triple-double, a 0-double. He was 1 of 8 from 3. He had 9 points total. Boozy stunk as well. So I texted Coach L and Solana last night. Giddey finished with 9 points, 1 of 8 from 3, put up a 0-double. And Coach Larinaga texted a -24 and a -30 for Hawks All-Stars. Giddey and Boozy were -24 and -30 last night.
You know how to pick them. You know how to pick them.
Was not their best game of the season. The only thing I'm worse at, cash pop. I get cash pop numbers that aren't even on the wheel. How did I end up with number 812? There's 15 numbers.
You get pie.
Duke has cut it to 11.
3.14.
Duke has cut it to 11. They can cut it to 10 here. Got a whole new ball game, Siena. Where is Siena? Does anybody even know where Siena is?
Listen, Siena and High Point. No idea.
Where's Siena?
Is it in Washington?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No idea.
You know?
I'm on it.
All right. High Point is in North Carolina, by the way. Jimmy found out.
It is in Londonville, New York.
Siena's in Londonville, New York. Look, you can go catch the second half of the game, Crowder.
I don't think they're playing in Londonville.
It's not Londonville.
It's in Greensville.
Ludenville.
Oh,
New York.
Ludenville. Yeah. All right. No wonder I couldn't find it. Duke has cut it to 9. Duke has cut it to 9.
They're coming back. They're gonna win.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now.
Yeah.
You want to hear who's not feeling good? 79% of the money at BetMGM, because Darren Ravel tweets out 79% of the money at BetMGM was on Duke to cover as 27.5-point favorites over Siena. 27.5.
There's no way. I think they're gonna win. There's no way they could beat them by 30. That's crazy.
I'll take 7.
Anywho, let's get headlines here. Heat tonight on this radio station, Heat and Lakers. We'll let you know as soon as we know if LeBron and Luke are playing. Does anybody really care about Austin Reeves?
What's LeBron out with? His knee scab?
Yesterday, it took a hard fall at the very end of the game, Crowder. It was
scary.
Very, very scary.
Touch and go?
Let me guess. He laid on his back. He covered his face with both hands and rolled around like an infant.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But he was good to go for the post-game press conference, sideline interview.
Oh, you bounce back?
Yeah, it was right up there.
Yeah. This guy.
Somebody writes on our chat, Josh Hart, LeBron needs a statue down here. Jersey up in the rafters, too. I think LeBron will have his jersey retired by the Miami Heat. You think the Heat give LeBron a statue?
No.
Mm.
They might give a big 3 statue.
Right. So even though Wade has one already,
Correct.
they make like a smaller one.
Correct, for the big 3.
Like
We're all the Shaq.
like the little tiny, like it's like a bobblehead.
3 of them.
Because
We're
you can't
all-
have a Wade statue, a LeBron statue, and not a Bosch statue. But does Bosch deserve
No.
a statue?
No statue for Bosch.
It's got to be the 3 of them.
No, it doesn't.
Sure, it does.
I like that.
But where does Shaq have statues? I know it's one in L.A.
I think it's just LA.
I think just LA, maybe Orlando, but he didn't win anything.
No, they don't have statues in Orlando. That's ridiculous. They've never even won a title. Statues. No, but he might have one outside LSU Stadium where the Tigers play.
Yeah.
I don't know, but for sure the Lakers, there's a Shaq statue for sure.
So LeBron's going to be in L.A. and Cleveland?
Well,
he's going to
LA
be in Cleveland. He's going to be in Cleveland no matter
He
what.
should, yeah.
Yeah. But LA, I don't think he'll get a statue for the Lakers, will he?
Shaq?
No, LeBron.
They like glitz and glamour. So I'm not necessarily certain they're holding it to the same standards that we are.
Well, I mean, the standard for the Lakers,
but he won a ring there.
Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal.
But he won a ring.
He did.
I said Wilt. I meant Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He won a ring. All those guys,
Wilt did play in
Magic
LA.
Johnson, they all have multiple rings.
I think he gets a statue.
So our standard of statue in Miami is higher than LA's standard.
I think so, because we don't like they've got a whole garden of statues. Like if you walk in front of, I was there for a boxing radio row or something. I went to see boxing there, but it's like they've got just a ton of. Remember, Pat Riley just got his.
Right, but my point is that like they have a ton, but they're all like
no, they're all legends.
I guess LeBron's just kind of on that status.
Yeah, how could you not?
Where he won you a ring and he's LeBron James. How are you not going to put a statue up?
Right. Well, then that would go the same for the Heat.
For the Heat.
That's what I was saying. Like you did have one of the best 3 basketball players of all time play for you for 4 years.
Yeah.
It would just feel weird.
Well, it has to be after Pat Riley retires.
Wade statue or whatever that is. Pat Riley is going to get a statue.
As he should.
Duke has cut it to 6.
Man, they're going to win.
And then LeBron next to Wade and Pat. I don't know. It's weird optics. I like the big 3 idea.
Yeah, I think that's the way you do it. You celebrate the big 3 era.
Yeah, next to bongos.
Have Gloria Estefan. It's really the big 4. And Uptown Dale. 5. There's 5.
How about you break it down like LeBron's head, Bosch's torso, and Wade's legs?
No, have LeBron and Wade very big in the statue, and Chris Bosh is way behind. It's almost like, hey, I think that's Chris Bosh.
Hey, look at
Hey, I'm only doing this for comedic effect. I don't feel that way about CB. Only Crowder does. I don't.
You could have put a number of people as that 3 on that team, and they would have still won 2 championships.
But that's a separate argument. I don't disagree with that. It's a separate argument, though.
Bosh.
Anyway, here's headlines brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
The Heat and Lakers tonight, 8 p.m. The Florida Panthers do play the Stanley Cup final rematch. They're in Edmonton tonight. That's a 9 p.m. puck drop. That game will be on AM 560, by the way.
Edmonton, Alberta.
If you say name basketball player's name, Chris Bosh doesn't even pop up. I think Mullen will come up before him.
Chris Paul. I'll do this. Mount Rushmore of basketball Chris's. Chris Paul, Chris Mullen,
Christian Laettner,
Kristaps Porzingis, and Christian Laettner.
Solana, let's be honest.
Why doesn't anybody call Kristaps Chris? Wouldn't that have been easier? Chris Porzingis?
Mama named him Kristaps. I'm going to call him Kristaps.
Because his name is Kristaps.
Right. And Chris Paul's name is Christopher.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I know Chris.
I'm just doubling down. I am doubling down, but I'm assuming.
I loved it, yeah. Chris Anderson. Chris Webber.
Oh, Chris Webber.
Chris Webber.
Chris Humphreys.
Chris Humphreys. It is Christopher Emmanuel Paul Sr.
Chris Bosh is on that list. Dude won a two-time NBA champion, and he's a Hall of Famer.
But I think if you did the Mount Rushmore of NBA Chris's,
he wouldn't even be thought of.
Chris Webber, Chris Mullen, and Chris Paul are definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
We're including college, right? That's why I'm putting Chris Webber up there.
Yeah, any basketball player.
Yeah.
Chris Kaman.
No.
I love Chris Kaman. I have his number in my contacts.
Chris Kaman?
Yeah. He's an interesting bird.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Why do I feel like Chris Kaman passed away?
Nah, he's alive. He's alive.
All right. You sure?
Yeah. Chris Kaman is 43 years old.
All right. Too soon.
He's live, though.
Oh. Yeah. There's his number if you want to call him.
Want to have him on?
Yeah, sure. That's why I used to have him on the Levitard show. He was a really good guest.
He looks like he omits a foul body odor.
Emits.
Right.
Omits his takeout. He's taking out his body odor.
Man, he looks like he smells.
Why do you try to big word people?
That would have been easier for you to say than omits.
Kate Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung. He's going to miss an extended period of time.
Wild story, man.
That's crazy.
Did it happen playing basketball? Like, did he take a blunt force injury?
I haven't seen anything.
How do you get a collapsed lung, Crowder?
I don't know. It shrinks up in your chest.
I think that's a shrinking lung.
I know only other person had a collapsed lung.
I thought it was like a physical, I thought it was a physical strike that would cause a collapsed lung.
The team
Tyrod Taylor had a collapsed lung because remember the doctor pierced it.
Oh, that could happen as well. You're right.
And then TJ Watt. Remember TJ Watt?
Right? Didn't you get a shot in your lung or chest area and they ended up puncturing his lung?
Yep. So Tyrod Taylor and TJ Watt both had collapsed lungs, but it was off doctor's problems or malpractice, I guess. The story's going to come out. The man has a collapsed lung as an all-star. Something happened.
Right?
Yeah, it's out. In the team statement, Pistons implied Cunningham sustained the injury while going after a loose ball during Tuesday's game. I did see this. He only played 8 minutes, had to leave the contest after falling to the floor, and was initially diagnosed with back spasms.
Yeah, so he's probably in a ton of pain, and then they find out it's a collapsed lung. Or they gave him an injection to go back into the game, and they collapsed his lung.
Well,
that's crazy.
Duke has cut it to 2.
They're about to win.
Well, we need more than win. I need win by 7.
They're gonna crush them. And then for them to come back on Sienna's all their juice is gonna leave once they're losing.
Right, that's right. Once this magic starts to wear off, it's gonna look like 5 Hochmans out there playing against Duke.
They put all the effort into that first half.
Finally,
big 3 from Sienna.
Oh man,
up 5. Sienna said, "No, sir." Working out some of my calls just in case
Eric Reed.
In case someone needs me.
Bang.
Why would I steal his own call? Duke comes back with a big 2.
Like the rasp voice. Yeah, I like the rasp.
Like that?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to give play-by-play.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. Sienna. Oh, big board under the brand. Oh, can't get it in. Oh, they still can't get it in. Duke fights for the rebound. They called that foul on Duke?
No, they called that on Siena. That tall ass white dude just missed two wide open
Yeah.
layups.
You know why? Plays for Siena.
Yep.
Oh, he got fouled though.
He was no McDonald's All-American.
Hey Crowder, you check in on Fred Taylor?
I saw him today.
Yeah, so he tweeted this morning early. If you have plans to fly from FLL Terminal 1 or 2, arrive at least 3 to 5 hours early or cancel your plans. The TSA lines are outside the building about a block long. It's only 5 a.m.
But doesn't he have pre-check?
Man, listen, this silly bastard. I told him the lines were long because he was behind me on the highway.
Victory, Siena! Sorry.
And then he gets on the plane. He's like, yeah, I tweeted out about the TSA lines and the Washington Post reached out to me. I was like, what are you doing, Fred? Like, who are you? Who gives a damn? You're the TSA regulator. Stop texting people and buying Pokemon cards.
Maybe TSA pre-check isn't open at 5 a.m.
Possible.
No, it was. No.
At MIA.
Terminal 1 and 2, there were lines outside because TSA wasn't open. They opened at 5. So we got there like 4:40 for the 5:20, and the lines were out of the door. But once they opened up, it was smooth sailing through clear and TSA. I got TSA Plus.
Duke is down 4, by the way. I think there's about 10 minutes left in the second half. I just want to see what the live line is.
Yeah, what the hell is this TSA Plus they're doing now?
Oh, Duke is minus 7.5 now.
Wow.
TSA Plus is TSA with clear.
But they're separate entities.
Yeah, it's not. There is a TSA Plus now, though, because when I was flying to Madrid, there's some new thing where you have to sign up for it every time you're going to fly. The TSA Plus. It's like a new feature on TSA.
So you can do it per flight.
I just did this.
Yeah, but
8 hours ago.
I know, but I asked you what it is.
You signed up for TSA Plus for this flight.
No, I didn't. I have TSA and I have clear, and they put me in the TSA Plus line.
Oh, well, they were just...
No, don't shake your head, Solana. I did it this morning.
They were intimidated by you. Or you got in the wrong line. They didn't want to tell you. I've seen it before.
I do walk through. I'm the mayor of FLL.
I walk with a Rondé into Club Red at the Panthers games. They don't stop him. Oh, they send me packing.
I am the mayor of FLL. Hey, how everybody doing? Everybody okay? Yeah, I walk in there excited.
All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 75 degrees. Tonight, the lows will be back down into the mid to low 60s.
Nice.
It's cold as hell in New York.
Is it?
Man, it's so cold. It's ridiculously cold.
Low testosterone, that's a real issue for a lot of guys, can lead to low energy, brain fog, reduced sex drive, makes it difficult to stay in shape. And that's where Atlantic Men's Clinic comes in. I go to Atlantic Men's Clinic, get a testosterone shot. If you're feeling sluggish, you just don't feel like you used to feel when you were younger, I highly recommend testosterone treatments at Atlantic Men's Clinic. And more than just that, Atlantic Men's Clinic can help men lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. The low T treatments combined with the body composition programs lead most men to notice real improvements. I'm talking more energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, a renewed sex drive. So in your early to mid 30s, guys, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year. It's gradual. Before you know it, just don't feel like the same guy you were in your 20s or 30s. You'll notice it, the decreased sex drive and the putting on weight, less productivity at the gym. You wake up feeling tired, awful feeling. If you've got those symptoms, schedule a consult with Atlantic Men's Clinic. Everyone there is super friendly. They will answer any questions you have. They have 7 locations in South Florida, so call them 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos dias.
I don't think Duke is going to cover. I'm just telling you that right now. When I say cover, I mean our live bet. They're definitely not going to cover whatever the line was before the game started. Siena is leading Duke right now, 61-60. There's 6 minutes left in the game. We live bet Duke -6.5. I don't see them winning this game by 7. Obviously, 6 minutes is still a decent amount of time, but Siena, every time you think that they're going to collapse, they fight back. Look, like they're getting a hustle board there. Telling you, man, this is going to. I want to live bet this again. I just want to give like 2.5 points. It's back up to 6.5. No, 5.5. Duke down 1 with a little over 5 minutes to go is a -700 favorite to win, which is funny. There's Vegas and the Hard Rock giving them no chance of losing this game, but
yeah, my offer's off the table.
I'd be rooting hard for Siena if I did not live bet Duke. I would be rooting hard for Siena.
Yes.
Any updates on the Heat Lakers? Anything on we won't find anything out till when?
My guess is all these guys are going to be game time decisions. But there is an injury report released. I believe it's every 15 minutes now or every 30 minutes for the NBA, and it's public. So I'll keep checking it.
But does this game mean a lot to the Lakers?
I don't think so, right? Because they're playing an East team. I mean,
at this point in the season, it means a lot because
what do the seedings mean in the West? Like, are they happy where they are? Can they improve from where they are?
I don't think they can catch the
OKC or San Antonio.
I don't think they can catch the Spurs. They're 7 games back. But the Timberwolves are a game and a half back of the Lakers, 2 in the loss column. The Rockets are 2 back in the loss column. The Nuggets are 3 back in the loss column. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. If you're the Lakers,
if
you're the
3 or the 4, does it matter if you're the Lakers?
Yeah, because your second round matchup, if you're the 4,
right,
and you win, you play the 5. You win, your second round matchup is the 1 seed, the Thunder. My guess is if you're anybody in the West, you want to avoid the Thunder as long as you possibly can.
Makes sense. That's a good strategy.
You should be an executive, Solana. That sounds great.
You're like Steve Kornacki. You're like, here's the best pathway to victory. Avoid OKC.
But it's funny because they're the 3 seed right now. They've won 7 straight games, 10 of their last 11. And if it ended today, well, you get the Joker and the Nuggets in round 1.
Right. Have fun.
That's not a fun matchup either.
And what's the Heat situation? They're in the play-in right now?
The Miami Heat are in the play-in tournament currently. They're a half game back of the Magic, but really it's more than that because they're 1 game back in the loss column. It's 2 games back because the Orlando Magic have the tiebreaker. And they're a game and a half back of the Raptors, who blew out your stupid Bulls last night, didn't even put up a fight for the 5 seed. Magic are the 6 seed, Heat are the 7 seed, and they have the exact same record as Atlanta, who has won 11 straight games.
Crazy. So what is the realistic scenario for the Heat? Like, are we looking at?
No, I mean, they're probably going to be a play-in tournament.
And who they'll end up playing?
Right now, it would be the Hawks. But Atlanta's won 11 straight. The Heat's next.
The Heat are they're pretty good against Atlanta, aren't they?
Yeah, they own the tiebreaker this year already. The Heat own the tiebreaker. They have the same record Atlanta and Miami do, but the Heat are ahead of them in the standings. But the Heat's next couple games, ready? Lakers tonight, at Houston on Saturday.
All right, not easy.
San Antonio at the Kaseya Center on Monday. At Cleveland 2 times. Those are your next 5 games, including tonight. You're not 100% healthy. No Wiggs, no Jaime. You've already lost 2 straight. Like, they won 7 straight games. It was great. Phenomenal. But this is the toughest part of their schedule remaining. And, like, they need to win. They need to, over this stretch, they need to split those with Cleveland. And they've got to find out a way to win tonight and try to beat either the Spurs or the Rockets over the next 2. They've got to go 3-2 over this next 5-game stretch.
I watched the game the other night. I don't know if y'all watched Lakers Rockets. You just blitz, double team KD every time he touches the ball. It was crazy how the Lakers play KD. Did y'all watch that?
Mm-mm.
Bro, if KD touches the ball, everybody on the court runs towards him, and he passes it to people that can't make
in the
it.
fourth quarter of the 83-point game.
Hawk, they play Bam in the fourth quarter defense on KD every time he touches the ball, and that's how the Lakers beat the Rockets.
We used to call that Mario Chalmers, Jeremy Lin defense. Now we call it Bam fourth quarter 83-point defense.
It's crazy.
Well, Heat are still 6-point favorites tonight over the Lakers. That's going to change depending on who ends up playing or not playing for the Lakers.
That means we're expecting somebody not to play, right? Whether it's Luka, whether it's LeBron.
I would imagine the expectation is at least one of them is going to miss.
My guess is Luka's out. That's just my guess. I don't have any info or any insight. My guess is he put up 40, 10, and 9 yesterday. Second night of a back-to-back. They've won 10 of their last 11. And LeBron, I think it's a little bit more meaningful to play in Miami, so he'll play. My guess is Luka won't play.
Duke and Siena, by the way, tied at 61 with a little under 5 minutes remaining.
This is not good.
Yeah, it's going to be tough you got to hope that they end up with like a 4-point lead, and then Siena ends up fouling a couple times at the end to cover 6.5.
Foul game.
Yeah.
Who is the Udonis Haslem of the Heat team this year?
Who's the Udonis Haslem?
Like the guy that just can go out there and intimidate people.
The enforcer?
Prime UD?
Yeah. Prime UD. Do they have anybody?
Bam.
But he's too important. I want a guy to go out there and just elbow the hell out of LeBron if he plays.
Bloody someone. Duke finally takes the lead, 63-61.
Myron Gardner.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Myron needs to go out there tonight. Every time LeBron touches the ball, just bust him in the side of the head.
Yeah, I think he would do that. He's earned a serious reputation in this league for being.
I feel like that might be frowned upon by the league.
Accidentally bust him in the side of the head.
Siena's airballing shots now.
All right, we got to take a break. 5 o'clock, Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming your way next.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Somebody has dubbed me on the text machine Bad Bet Bunny. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. I mean, this is unbelievable. Duke, we need Duke minus 6.5. They're up 4 with 10 seconds. And they just let Siena, they were up 6. Siena runs down. I mean, just an uncontested layup there.
I mean, you got to stop. It's over.
They're going to foul Duke again. Duke's going to hit 2 free throws. Duke's going to win this game by 6. We're giving 6.5. I'm just telling you, I know how this is going to end. 5 o'clock hour, regardless, is the Funky Buddha happy hour. I mean, what a kick in the Duke.
Hey.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. I mean, you should be a little jacked up tonight. Like you said, Panthers rematch, Stanley Cup rematch. Again, not that the Panthers are doing anything this postseason.
Yeah, but kick the Oilers' ass. Like,
Right.
I'm always here for that.
And then Heat Lakers.
Yeah.
This is a good night.
Great night.
And obviously, March Madness is going on.
Tourney.
You got action.
Yeah.
Break open a Funky Buddha. Thank you, Jimmy. It's exactly what I needed right now. See what's going on at the tap room. Anything special? Nothing doing.
What's today?
What does
Thursday?
it say here? It says something about
Isn't that like a burger and you get the beer free?
yeah,
or
but they
something?
don't have it on the usually they put it on Instagram. Oh, but they're doing tournament. You know, you can watch the tournament there. Every game, $4 pregame Pilsners, $15 pitchers, and a Pop-A-Shot challenge. Duke is up 70-65, and they've got another free throw coming here. They're going to be up 71-65. That's 6 points if you're having trouble with the math.
Well, there is a possibility here. Siena, quick 3, miss, foul.
Duke rebound, foul. Duke is up 6 right now. There's 7 seconds. Clock is
Let
running.
him shoot it.
There's the miss. Rebound Duke. Foul him. Nope, not fouling him. And that is a 6-point win for Duke. I mean, it is unbelievable. We're giving 6.5. It was down to 4.5 at one point. And I was like, oh, better line. But we were giving 6.5. And of course, they win by 6.
I want to throw up.
That, folks, is gambling. Headlines for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Any scores in March Madness?
Hurricanes and Mizzou do play tomorrow night.
Siena, props to Siena, though. I mean, they hung with Duke all game. This is a 1 versus 16.
Ah.
They hung with them all game.
So what? Win the game or not, it didn't matter. You know how many?
I'm with you there.
You know how
I'm
many
with you
16
there.
seeds?
But they hung with them.
Have gotten close. Like, all right, great. You know how many 16 seeds have gotten close? Have hung with teams? Oh, you didn't lose by 27.5. Congrats, Siena. Congrats. The big upset today. '12 seed goes down.
Goes up.
Goes up. Wisconsin ends up losing to High Point today, and it really was a phenomenal finish at the end. Dude who had not scored a 2-point field goal all season long ends up scoring the game-winning basket, which was a 2-point field goal. So 5 seed Wisconsin goes down. So much for my bracket. Nebraska, 4 seed, beat Troy. Louisville did hold on to beat South Florida. It was a nail-biter at the end, 83-79. The first game today was Ohio State TCU. Ohio State, a favorite. It was an 8 versus 9, so a slight favorite. TCU ends up winning the game after a huge first half, 66-64. Right now, 3 seed Michigan is beating 14 seed North Dakota State by 17. And McNeese trails Vandy. There's They're in the second half right now. It's a 5-point game.
All right.
Arkansas is beating Hawaii, 4 seed over the 13 seed.
Canes tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Canes tomorrow night, and you're going to hear it on this station.
What are your plans for tomorrow to watch the game? You got to stay up. Are you drinking a coffee? What are you doing?
No, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I go to sleep at 10 on Fridays, so
okay.
I'm not changing my schedule.
That's cool. You're going to TiVo the game, or are you just going to?
Nah. Call you in the morning.
Okay. Sounds good.
Who uses TiVo?
The Ticket Wizard.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
I love that you had an answer for that.
The Phillies are changing the game with their new Schwarbomb Sunday. It's on the MLB Twitter account. It's a mini helmet filled with soft serve ice cream, topped with a funnel cake fried strawberry Uncrustable, strawberry sauce, and fruity cereal pieces.
It sounds pretty good, actually.
It does sound good. I love Uncrustables. I have decided Uncrustables are impossibly good.
Yeah.
And they're one of the few food items that I think is better than when you home cook it. I think an Uncrustable is better than a homemade peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And you really can't say that about any food. Frozen pizza, not as good as a homemade pizza. Not as good as a store-bought pizza, like a pizza place. There's no food really that you take out of the freezer and it's better than a restaurant, right? Fettuccine Alfredo from Stouffer's. Not better than an Italian restaurant.
Not even close.
Uncrustables are better than a homemade PB&J.
Oh, man.
Think about it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Uncrustables is just like plain white bread. I'm not complaining about it, by the way.
Special white bread.
It is. But the idea,
something about it.
The idea is just plain white bread, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Sure.
what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You can buy some nice ass bread to make a PB&J.
But I'm going apples to apples here. White bread to white bread.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about Dave's Killer Bread, multi-grain. I'm talking about white bread to white bread.
Yeah, then you might be right.
I'm telling you, it's the only food item that's better out of the freezer, pre-packaged, than if you made it yourself.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah, because freezer food is freezer food.
Freezer food.
Yeah.
But the Uncrustable is impossibly good. It's impossibly good.
No complaints there from me, actually. I think you might have hit this one on the head.
Yeah.
How do you feel about what the New York Mets are doing? 9 beers, 9 dogs, 9 innings. A challenge at Citi Field this year. They're going to give you, I'm sure for a hefty price, they're going to give you this like big box, and it's got 9 hot dogs, 9 glizzies with the bun, got some dressing on it, 9 brewskis, and you've got 9 innings to throw down those 9 glizzies and those 9 brewskis.
But you don't have to do it all yourself.
I guess not, but
it's not like a challenge where you get it for free.
It's not. But like the idea is that you're challenging yourself. Can you
think
throw
so?
down? No, 100%. Because
you think the league signs off on that being a challenge for one person?
I think
9 beers.
I think they do, because the New York Mets found a way around this. It's really hot dogs cut in half, so you're really only getting 4.5 hot dogs, and the beers are like tiny little shooters.
Oh, I gotcha.
What are they called? Like when you get a flight? Like yeah. There's a dude though that was going around ballparks. Did it at Lone Depot. Did it at several ballparks. 9 beers, 9 innings, and he was throwing down 9 beers and 9 glizzies. And he popularized this on TikTok.
It's a real man.
Could you do that?
No.
Jimmy?
Oh, for sure. A Costco glizzy?
I could do 9 Uncrustables during one sitting of OP Live.
And 9 Coke Zeros?
Easy.
So
somebody texts in, you don't cook a PB&J. Yeah, but you prepare it.
I saw a dude yesterday on Instagram fry a PB&J.
Well, that's what's on this Schwarbomb. It's a funnel cake fried Uncrustable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
You should do it. You should air fry your Uncrustable.
So I'm just afraid that it's going to burst. There seems to be because if you air fry it for too long, it'll because the pressure will build up inside.
And what's the problem with that? A little bit of peanut butter and jelly on your air fryer, like no big deal. Just scoop it up.
Yeah, but also you no longer have an Uncrustable. It's just shrapnel.
Why do you sound annoyed by that?
Because it's ridiculous.
Okay,
you do that, but you couldn't cook a frozen chocolate cake.
Fair point. All right. Tonight, Panthers, Heat as well. The only other big news in South Florida, there really is none. Actually, I was going to say the only other big news in sports today was Cade Cunningham. Just a bummer of a story.
Yeah.
Also a bummer. Kind of opens up the Celtics' path to an Eastern Conference final, which is kind of just annoying. Conference
but when's he going to be back?
I was reading that the average, I think I sent this to you, the average time missed is about 2 to 3 weeks for a collapsed lung. So around 11 games, 12 games, could be until the end of the regular season.
Do they need any of the, like they're kind of firmly entrenched where they are,
clinched a spot
right?
in the playoffs. They clinched a top 6 seed. But likely going to lose the number 1 overall seed.
Sienna, by the way, this is confirmed, did not sub out anyone during the game. Those 5 kids played the entire first half, entire second half.
Need more depth. You see what the Dodgers have? You said what?
Shohei?
No. Like what they introduced in terms of their like new offerings. My buddy Jim Rodriguez, you know him, he just texted me. Basically, it's like those blue water coolers that you grew up with as a kid.
Yeah.
It's a mini
bug
one.
Juice. Used to call them bug juice.
Right. It's a mini one. They put tahini on the rim.
Really?
And it's a tequila shaken with fresh lime juice, house watermelon habanero mix, served over ice.
Dodgers.
It's their watermelon habanero margarita. Look.
Huh.
And they're giving it to you in like a souvenir water cooler cup.
I'm in.
A Dodger dog and a habanero margarita. How do we get this beat? How do we like get invited to just cover?
That's
all
like
these
a mini
things?
cooler. That's not like the old bug juice bottles. That's like a mini cooler.
It's a water cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. Mini water cooler.
Well, you said it was like the old blue juice.
No, like the blue water coolers.
Oh, I meant the old blue juice.
How do we get on this beat?
I don't know. The Marlins are having some sort of like season ticket holder event and sampling all their new foods
Today?
over the next couple days.
Well,
So sign me up for that, Jimmy.
Got it.
your weather in South Florida right now, it's 75 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid to upper 60s.
Finesse Mitchell used to be on SNL, used to be a Miami Hurricane football player, and is a friend of the show. We love Finesse Mitchell on this show. Funny dude. He's going to join us in the next segment. In Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito, and our pastries are pastelitos. And when you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a new Pricito on all your favorite Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Text threads are meant for pictures of Jimmy's hot dog.